Africa has birthed giants. Leaders who dreamed of unity, freedom, and pride. But many of them were silenced, not by fate, but by force. This is the story of Pan-African heroes who paid with their lives.
Dr. Kwame Nkrumah was born on Tuesday, the 21st of September, 1909 in Nkrumah, Gold Coast, now known as Ghana. He died on April 27, 1972, in exile under suspicious illness. The father of Pan-Africanism and the first president of Ghana. Nkrumah fought to unite Africa under one voice. But a CIA-backed coup removed him from power. He rose from the dusty streets of Nkrumah to shake the entire continent. He had one dream, a united, free, and powerful Africa. But that dream came at a cost.
Congo, as we all know, has been a Belgian colony for nearly a century. In all those years, Belgium applied a system of calculated political castration in the hope that it would be completely impossible for African nationalists to fight for their emancipation. But to the dismay of Belgium, and to the surprise of everyone outside the African continent, dreaded nationalism appeared, and with a lightening space and time, secured the independence of the Congo. The policy of political frustration pursued by the Belgian colonial regime created a situation in which the Belgian administration was unable to continue, while at the same time, no Congolese has been trained to take over and run the state. The struggle for independence in the Congo is the shortest so far recorded, and the Belgians were so overtaken by events that they pulled out, but fully expected to return in one way or another. The high positions in the army, the police, and the public services have been the exclusive reserves of the Belgians. No African could hope to rise to the lowest commission rank in the army. The whole of the First Republic was subject to extremely harsh discipline and had a very low rate of pay. This situation made it impossible to build up a...
Kwame Nkrumah wasn't just Ghana's first president, he was the flame that lit the fire of freedom across Africa. In 1957, Ghana became the first sub-Saharan country to gain independence. Nkrumah stood tall and declared,
"And my last warning to you is that you ought to stand firm behind us so that we can prove to the world that when the African is given a chance, he can show to the world that he's somebody." We are waking. We shall no more go back to sleep anymore. We are going to demonstrate to the world, to the other nations, young as we are, that we are prepared to lay our own foundation. As I said in the assembly just minutes ago, I made a point that we are going to say that we create our own African personality and identity. It's the only way in which we can show the world that we are ready for our own battle. But today, may I call upon you all that at this great day, let us all remember that nothing in the world can be done unless it has the purported support of God. We have done the battle, and we again rededicate ourselves not only in the struggle to emancipate other territories in Africa. Our independence is meaningless unless it is linked up with the total liberation of the African continent.
With the chains of colonialism broken, Nkrumah went to work. He built roads, schools, hospitals, and the mighty Akosombo Dam to electrify Ghana's future.
But it came at a huge cost. Ghana fell into debt. Critics accused him of spending too much, too fast. To keep his dream alive, Nkrumah tightened his grip. He banned opposition. Critics vanished. Ghana became a one-party state. The people still loved him, but enemies in the shadows were growing. Judges, civil servants, even army officers began plotting. The dream was under threat.
In 1966, while Nkrumah was in China on a peace mission, Ghana's army struck. Tanks rolled into Accra. The man who gave Ghana freedom lost his own. Nkrumah never returned to power. He lived in exile in Guinea, where another Pan-African hero, President Sékou Touré, made him honorary co-president. Kwame Nkrumah died in 1972, far from home. But his dream never died. He helped form the Organization of African Unity, which lives today as the African Union. He supported African liberation movements in South Africa, Angola, Zimbabwe, and more.